Hello? Hello? So, this is my extremely, over-engineered rocket, uh, that I made to launch a space station in one go. So, there are some problems, which are, first of all, I keep losing probe control when I'm about to circularize my orbit, which I think it might be because of the lack of survey satellites. I only have one big one in orbit, and then I need to keep these things fixed to something, or else these hinges aren't enough to keep them from not falling over before launch. So I'm going to try to launch, see if things go well. If any advice given in chat will be appreciated. Hold on, if I feel seats. No, this is not what I want. I think this is sandbox because it's a lot easier. Okay, now hold on. Here I'm going to put the engineers in the mobile processing lab. I'm gonna put the scientists. Then in the MQ1 cabins, it's gonna be the pilots. This rocket, the main 5 Mammoth engines are enough to put it on a apoapsis of, hold on, ticks. I mean like the arrows. So I'm gonna launch so you can see how the rocket performs, and then you give me some advice on how I can make it better. Okay, it's kinda buggy because of how many things are in this. So those are 5 Mammoth engines, these are 5 Rhino engines. And I'm going to lift off right about now, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's the thing that sometimes happens. I ignite the engines on and the other stages don't work. Shut up. Poor PS4 Kerbal. Okay. There we go. Now these 5 Mammoth engines, like I said, their only use is to put the rocket at above 70,000 meter 70,000 meter apoapsis, and the rhinos will do the rest of the job. There's also a support Buddle engine, which probably won't do much. It's meant to like circularize orbit in case it's not completely circularized. So high efficiency, but low thrust. At about 2 kilometers, I'm gonna start a gravity turn because if I turn earlier, it's not gonna be able to go. Yeah, I know it's slow. It's a really heavy rocket carrying a very, very heavy payload. Okay, I'm gonna start slowly turning. This is what happens when you make it over-engineered. You do know that these are the most powerful engine 6 boosters. I don't know if I have enough space for 6 boosters with mammoth engines, but if this doesn't work, I could try that. Bro, upgrade the engines. These are the most powerful engines in the game. How do you expect me to upgrade them? The problem is not the engine, it's just the payload, which is really heavy. Keep in mind this is carrying a whole space station, because I'm too lazy to dock them one by one. Also because I wanted to try it out. Me and Nicholas, we did it once on SFS, and I wanted to try it on Kerbal, see if it's possible. Because SFS is a simpler game. And because I'm playing on console, there's no way I can activate cheats, which makes it even a harder challenge. About 60-degree angle. Not sure if they will be capable of. See, that's what I mean. The thing is hanging off the fairing. That shouldn't be happening. As long as the hinge is keeping it well, I'd say. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, stage deployment. 5 rhinos. That got us just a little above 70. We want 100 by 100. Okay, I'm just going to get this to about 90, and then I'm going to coast until I reach, I'm gonna make a maneuver until I reach that maneuver. I'm gonna coast for a little bit. Okay, gonna make a maneuver. Maneuver now, a little bit up in front of apoapsis. Then I'm gonna circularize after, so this orbit is just temporary. Do that, create a stage quickly, because I think I know the problem, and great, we lost probe control. Do you have any idea why we keep losing probe control? Should I launch a array array constellation before launching this? Nicholas, do you have any idea? So, I don't know if the problem is with the rocket or the space station itself. Hold on. Let me show you the space station. This, yeah, true. This is a space station. It's this Poodle. It's a Poodle support engine. The other one I did had something. Hold on. Put this up like this, so that it has control. Okay, like this. So it has engines, it has auto structs all around, and basically I think you know how this works. I deploy this into orbit. Once I get a stable orbit, I start to put the parts in their place. That, bam. Bam. The storage containers. The crew. And then in terms of structural, this is how it should look. You mean this or this? Oh, these are structural fuselages. So should I switch them? I tried to switch them, but the struts wouldn't connect with the. Hold on. I could try. Hold on. Let me try. Okay. A lighter. I need to replace the entire. Okay, hold on. Maybe I don't know if I should make this a little longer so it matches up. Hold on. No, this is too small. I could just clip it, but it will look ugly. Okay, there we go. Just a tiny bit larger. Yeah, it'll look oversized though. But that is not. Hold on. But what I really want to know is why do I keep losing probe connection, considering I have two of the most powerful antennas. I should always have probe connection because I have the satellite, I have the ground stations like you said. So I have no idea why I keep losing probe control. It just makes no sense. Do you know? Because it happens every time. If it was just something that happened once, I wouldn't be here talking about it. With everything deployed, it will look something like this. The space station. This is how it should look without fully deployed. When fully deployed, yeah. So pretty solid, I'd say. Then we could like remove this because that's a decoupler. We remove this and it's like this. It has three docking parts. So I can dock 3 ships in the space station. Now, I could try to do like, you still there? Could do like you said and maybe make a proton rocket, like rocket. I did this dock because just for a fun comparison. This is my space station I'm trying to launch, and this was my first space station, which looks terrible. But yeah, there are no buts, just terrible. So it's a big evolution, I'd say. Okay, so switch editor. Now, how do you think I should make the rocket itself? First off, I think a large decoupler would be good. And then with the large decoupler, we get struts. Strut connector. Just so the rocket stays firm. Now, yeah, that's a problem. I have no way to keep these things from hanging out. And if I try, like I tried once to do struts like this, I tried to do, try to do something like, if I try to do something like this, then the hinges just won't work. Which sucks. Sorry, that was my brother. Put docking ports. I just said I have 3. 1 for small ships, 2 for medium-sized ships. I think those are the same actually. Sorry, 1, 2 for medium ships, and then there's this really large one in the bottom for large ships. So I do have docking ports now. I think for now I'll just do the usual and make a second stage. Gonna put like this. I'm gonna do a Falcon 9 type ferry, unlike the other one. And pointy for, and like this. Okay, now this is a really large ferry. Auto-struct. Even I don't know if it's not needed, if it's needed, but for precaution. Now, grab. Oh, those are the Saturn V size things. So that's fun to know. I'm gonna do 2 of these. And then, okay, in that case, gonna make a, okay. So now, I think I'm doing everything. Nicholas, any tips? Because I think I'm just not making any sense here. This won't work. So I don't know. This is currently the rocket that I have. The only problem is the relay. Right. Agora todos os meus papéis. Okay, hello. The rocket is here. Basically, the only problem that I actually have is the loss of rope control, because everything else is working fine, and also the actually two problems. These things, I don't know what I should call them, this space station things, they have no way to stay stuck in the same place. So sometimes in middle of flight, they just quip through the fairing. They don't actually go down, and I don't lose them, but it still, I think that it could damage the structure of the space station. So that's a problem. If we could have, oh, I just got an idea. Let's do it the Kerbal way. If we could have, oh, I just got an idea. Let's do it the Kerbal way. If we could have, oh, I just got an idea. Let's do it the Kerbal way. Side connectors. Oh, you mean the strut connectors? Strut connectors, these things. So. Oh, you mean the strut connectors? Strut connectors, these things. So. Oh, you mean the strut connectors? Sorry, the echo. I just. Okay, so back. The problem is I've tried that before. If I put struct connectors, for example, from here to here, like this. Hold on. Let's say I put a struct connector here and connect it to here. That will keep it still in the same place. That'll keep it still, but the problem is the hinges, they won't work because the strut connector is keeping it like at the top. Oh, you mean like in the top, connect everything with struts. It will do the problem is it will do the same thing. Then the hinges won't work because they are stuck together on the top. So strut connectors, they are not a good choice, but I don't think I have any other. I mean, I could do it. Yeah, no, I was going to say something. That's just stupid. I could do these parts extended, or extended, yeah, but without the fairing. But that would be. But then that would be the problem you try to resolve. I cannot fly this without one losing probe losing. No, I cannot fly this without losing probe control, or one of these going outside the fairing. Yeah, basically it's wobbly. But that doesn't damage it because the hinge keeps it together. But the big problem is probe control. I think that if I have probe control, everything else is basically done. So yeah, that's the big problem. Let me try to launch it again. See if I lose probe control again. That's my brother. Sometimes I hear myself and I just hate my English accent. Yes, Nexus Space Station. I came up with the name for it. Yeah, there's no crew. I'm gonna try if it succeeds. I'm just gonna leave it without crew. I can put crew by docking space driver. Slow ascent. Let's go. Currently has probe control, like you see, but then halfway through the launch you lose probe control. Exactly, that's the thing. I have pilots. Hold on. Let me put crew in it. Hold on. Okay, so let me add the crew. Space station crew. Storage container, I'm gonna put engineers in there. Then I'm gonna put scientists. Where's my favorite one? Here it is, Altgard, John Moore. I'm gonna put the girl scientists, Fran B, Alden. And then the crew cabin. Vanguard. Girls, and then the guys. Windows. And Ted Wise. Okay. So this is the space station crew. I'm gonna go launch the rocket with the space station crew. I only have 4 pilots actually. I have 4 of everything. I just hire them. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. I have to correct it a little bit because for some reason, starts just a tiny bit towards the left. Not worried about reusability in this mission, not at all. Nicholas, you still there? Watching this epically fast launch. You blink, and you'll miss it. Carlos, Nicholas, be careful. You blink and you'll miss the launch. Just by how fast this thing is. Start going a little bit towards the right. I'm honestly surprised how stable the rocket is. A little bit more and you'll start to see some space station modules coming out. Can already see an antenna. And here he comes. Getting some sunlight. Light speed. It's not even going faster than the speed of sound, so I wouldn't say light speed. Okay, now it is. Not actually. It's very easy. The big problem is that, like I said, I lose probe control. Actually, while I have the time and probe control, gonna put this here. And I'm gonna lose fuel in just a bit. That module is looking very wobbly. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? It shouldn't be doing that. Yes, one stage is 4 engines. At least in here. Okay, getting it to about 90. Just watch, just watch. Yeah, I lost probe control. I lost probe control. Okay. Nicholas, are you seeing this? You said it's difficult to control the stable. This is not stable. I'm trying to. It literally just lost probe control for absolutely no reason. It's state idle. Why is it idle? Why is it idle? I can't do anything. I lost and I can't even EVA because the fairing does not let me. So I actually have no idea how to do it. Antenna state idle. Why is it idle? Shouldn't it be on? I have the power. I have energy. Rebuild. I have no idea if the problem is with the rocket or the space station. I have no idea which one of them is causing loss of probe control. There is literally no reason. I have these which probably aren't even doing anything. Start fuel cell. Wow. These fuel cells probably aren't even doing anything. That's the thing. That way. Another problem I'm having, the rocket launch is tilted to the left. Why is that? Yeah, that's just a little bit. I can correct that. Now, I just want probe control. All I need, all I want is probe control. I have. There is nothing up there. The probe is up there, yeah. About 2 kilometers, I'm gonna start turning. 2.5. Nicholas, you there? Just checking. I think I could have this, because at the point where I light up those engines, I don't need the fairing anymore. I think so. Okay, 2.5, already cross it. Slightly turning. I love how rocket gambling is only obligatory when you are in ascent, because descent can be done without any gambling. Okay, now wait. Probe control. Direct connection. Signal strength. Transmit data. Oh, I shouldn't have done so early. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm fine. I can use the rhinos to compensate. Now you're gonna see it, and you're gonna help me understand. I just put battery power. I have fuel cell that turn oxidizer into battery power. Actually. And I have more things up here. Fuel cells. Not fuel cells, batteries actually. I'm pretty sure I don't need the fairing at this point. Did it just clamp deploy? it didn't hit a single booster. I have no idea how I did that. I'm just gonna try to go as soon as possible right now. Okay. Okay, calma. Okay, 80 periapis. Everything's looking good until now. This one's looking good. A little bit glitchy, but that's not the point. $130. Okay, this way I won't lose all my fuel. But I should just wait until hold on. I usually just warp until the next maneuver. That scares me. That just scares me. It's in space, which means it survived. And I still have probe control, which is amazing. 58. Bam. I'm gonna have to do some orbit circularization, but that's no big deal. I'm more worried about the space station right now. If we ignore the fact that the rocket is rolling like crazy. That's scaring me. Nicholas, do you see that module? That's scaring me. Otherwise, all the other modules are looking fine. But that one is scaring me. This is going to be risky. Oh, it's getting further every time. But it's getting slower. Okay, I think it just... Okay. Just gonna get that one. Okay. Jesus. So I'm gonna detach the boosters. I know they still had fuel, but... And I lost probe control. I should have kept the boot. Oh, I know how to fix this. Next launch, trust me, is going to work. I know where I messed up now. Next launch is going to be a successful space station launch. Trust me, with 100%, with 1,000%. Okay. Problem was, I had batteries on the boosters, but not on the main stage. So, what I need to do is put batteries in the core stage. Okay. See ya. Nick, was you there? Think I just found out how to make this launch work. That is just absolute. Another thing, I don't want this to clamshell deploy. Just deploy normally, please. Battery ring. Okay, but how? Actually, I'm gonna put one of these. I'm gonna have to extend. I already know I'm gonna have to extend. So, what if I put one of these? Oh, okay. Anyways, it's working. What if I put one of these just under the core? And then I put these. No, what did I do? I have no idea what I did. Okay, there we go. So what if now I need to extend the fairing? I am pretty sure. Let me see. I actually don't. Everything is covered by the fairing. Okay, so this I am. What is a battery rank? I have a. Yeah, just come to the live stream later. That'll work. I have the probe. I have a battery ring. And hopefully this is the launch that is going to put the next space station into orbit once and for all. Hopefully, we can only hope for it. It's my second day of attempting this. Hope it's the last also. After that, I also want to make a medium LEO launcher because quite embarrassing. I don't really have a main one. I just use a lot of them because I build them around the satellite I launch. Okay, let's go. Nexus, lift off of the Nexus space station. First and only one launch space station. Start the turn program. Nicholas, do you think this is the one? I am very sorry. Grunting noises. Didn't even think about that. Hold on. Do you think this is the one that is going to put the next space station in orbit? I am confident because we found out the problem the last mission, but we failed because it was in the boosters, and we detached the boosters. Yeah. And this time we have everything in the space station itself. It's not going to lose from control. So that means that now our biggest worry is the space station modules going absolute crazy. You are seeing the space station module right there. Go back in. Go back in. It worries me that the engines won't be able to keep the modules from absolutely going crazy. Don't even really know about the apoapsis until the second stage. That is important in the second stage, because this stage doesn't really get us very high, just get us enough. Every time I see it hanging off like that, I just imagine it absolutely destroying itself and possibly falling off the spacecraft as a consequence. Okay, orbit. So now we just have to... What apoapsis? We can get it a little bit higher. We are losing Delta V. That's not important. This is a LEO mission. Low Earth orbit. Okay, high enough. We'll put the maneuver. These are 5 of the most efficient engines in vacuum. So pretty good, pretty good. Okay, I put this in maneuver mode, and when stat goes 44, damn. I don't know why it even says that if it just doesn't. Just enough, because I don't want to waste any fuel. That'd be very sad. In the meantime, I'm gonna deploy the... Why? No, no, no. What just blew up? What blew up? Okay, one of the relay antennas blew up. This was not it, Nicholas. This was not it. Next one sure is gonna be... Of course it's not. I hate these KSP glitches. They really annoy me. Also, Nicholas, now that they're not here, something to when you talk to Gabriel and Francisco, call Francisco Cardoso and call Gabriel Curda. They're gonna freak out. There we go. What crew does it have? Absolutely nobody. Nobody. Okay, now scientists. Founder, Aldar, Algar, and Wagerden, and then crew cabin. Tadman and Barry, and then Jetto and Dundos. This is the crew for the 50th time, I can say that. Okay, launch. SAS on. 3, 2, 1. Gaining some thrust. I honestly don't know if that's true. I saw that if you throttle up before launch, instead of just going up, it gives you more thrust. It gives you like a boost, like a boost. Nick, was you there? Jesus. Nick, was you there? This one is the one. Trust me. I've been saying that a lot of times. That's true. This time you gotta trust me. Okay. The liquid fuel stage is almost ending. Then the liquid fuel, because like the others aren't liquid fuel. The first stage, I was reading this. The first stage is ending, and it's gonna be deployed back into the ocean. It's gonna give room for the second stage, which I'm then don't know what I'm gonna do with it after I deploy the space station, honestly. Jesus. Let me go with this much thrust so the modules don't go crazy. This time it actually got us pretty high. Orbit got us above 70k by 5 meters. About 85, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do it like under 100, and then when it's time, I'm just going to circularize, maybe with a portal engine or the main engine of this thing. Okay, this is going pretty good, better than the other ones. I'm gonna fairing deploy, and successful. Okay, gonna that was not supposed to happen. Not too bad, not too bad, as long as things don't go flying. I'm just worried about the Kraken, really. We lost some seconds there, but it's not bad. It's just like 10 seconds above. Node. And throttling up. I actually didn't do the Poodle engine with the idea to circularize. It was actually to the orbit, but I'm not going to the orbit until I get a better one that and I get good at docking, which I absolutely suck at. Which is why we even made the one launch space station on SFS. Okay, things are going good for now. The problem is going to be once the node ends. So for now, just to be sure, I'm going to what is happening? What the hell is happening? Okay, node ends 3, 2, 1. Stability assist. Okay, I'm gonna end this maneuver. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good actually. Better than I was expecting. Apoapsis circular, not circularized. We don't even have an orbit yet. This is suborbital. Pretty sure this classifies as suborbital. Maneuver. We have no way of going back now. It's either this time or this time. Nick, was you there? This is the one. I feel it. Come on, come on. Note in T minus. Got a time warp. It's not even time warping, is it? No. 19 seconds. I'm gonna burn the engines because I did the KSP tutorials, and it says to do it 10 seconds before the node ends. Start, for example, burn time 40. Start when node is 50. That's actually a lot of velocity that we need to make up for. Oh, I accidentally overdid it. Oh no. This is not the one. What happened? What happened? I'm very curious to know what the hell happened. Nicholas, are you there? Did you just see what happened? Nicholas.